It's very hard to underestimate the extent of the challenges that are there. Language is inextricably linked to individual identity, to culture, and of course to politics. And wherever you have that mixture coming together, you're going to have disagreement. But the key thing for me at the end of the day is we're all about deeper democracy, human rights, the rule of law. That's what the Council of Europe stands for. And at the end of the day, we all dream in our mother tongues. We dream in a language. And is that not the language of democracy for each of us? I just pose it as a question. It's really a matter of making sure that every citizen can participate fully in the affairs of their country, and crucially, that the country can provide the services that each individual citizen needs. That's not easy because, as I say, politics often gets in the way. It's every aspect of life, isn't it? As you probably heard in the conference, I gave examples from the area I represent in Cheshire in England, where on occasion we've had temporary road signs in Polish to ensure that the Polish lorry drivers who are servicing our food industry were able to drive safely on our roads. But it's also a question of respect at the end of the day for me. It's a matter of making sure that everyone can participate. So I live close to the Welsh border. And it means that when trains pull into Frodsham railway station, the announcements are made in English and in Welsh. Now, I'm in England, there's no actual need for the announcements to be made in Welsh, but it's a matter of respect. It's a requirement to ensure that the Welsh community feel valued and respected and what have you. And if that means that the English community occasionally has to hear Welsh, well, there we are. But don't get me wrong, we've been working in the United Kingdom on languages for generations. And this has been a hot topic during my lifetime in the 1960s and 70s regarding the Welsh language. I'm happy to say the Welsh language is well respected now, and it's reached an established place. We've got similar respect for a lot of the other indigenous languages in the United Kingdom, but of course one of the problems we have is Irish in Northern Ireland, and I just hope and pray that the communities on both sides of the debate in Northern Ireland are able to come together. And that just shows you how politics can sometimes get in the way. But I come back to this respect word. You've got to really put yourself in the other person's shoes. Now, in many ways, England can be seen as the bigger brother in the United Kingdom. Over 85% of the population live in England. But the price of having a happy family, as it were, is making sure that the Welsh, the Scots, the Irish are able to feel culturally at home. And if that means that they want to have debates in their mother tongues, what have you, then absolutely that's fine. That's a cost that should be borne. It's a cost of democracy. It's actually the price of having a happy nation. And again, I said this in the conference. When you watch a Welsh crowd before a football game or a rugby game singing their national anthem in Welsh, they are still British. They are desperately proud of being Welsh. They're desperately proud of being British. But it puts a tingle down your spine to see that passion and that fervour. All of us have complex identities. I would consider myself to be from the Isle of Man, to be Manx. But I love England. I love the United Kingdom. I married a girl from Cheshire. My home is Cheshire. I can have all these complex identities. It doesn't make me any less Manx or any less British. I can be all of these things and celebrate all of these things. Okay, that may be naive in somebody's eyes. But to my mind, it's that mutual respect and understanding that you can have these complex, multi-layered identities and still be a good citizen. In fact, in many ways, you can be a better citizen because you're more tolerant of those around you and what their needs are. And if you're a public servant, isn't it all about serving the public and making sure that the people that you represent have the best services that you can provide? And to my mind, if that means translating it into any language, whether it's an indigenous language or an immigrant language, whatever it is, then maybe that's what you have to do.